بالتعاون مع المندوبية الجهوية للتربية بتطاوين، اذاعة تطاوين تقدم اذاعة الباكالوريا. اذاعة الباكالوريا اليوم مادة الانقليزية مع الاستاذ الحوات.
Good evening to all Tataouine radio listener, whether you are in Tataouine or at any part of the southeast regions. Good evening to all the drivers who are listening to this program. Good evening to all the students, and good evening to the back student who are interested in this program. At first, I would like to thank all the people who participate in one way or another to prepare this program. Second, I would like to tell you that I am here carrying on this radio program in order to make mainly the back students or even all the other students to get an idea about the back exam activities, and to make things clear for them, mainly in some grammar points. My student, I hope that you get some benefits from the previous session. Today is the 2nd of February 2020, a new session of this program with this back students. It's the 5th session. I'm going to deal with language activities. As you know, the language activities consist of 2 exercises for the 4th scientific, economics, computer sciences and technical section, and 3 exercises for the art students. So the purpose is to test the assimilation of lexical and grammatical acquisition in an integrated manner, and requiring the test takers to 1. Fill in the blanks with either 6 or 8 words from the box below. 2. Provide the right tense or form of the bracketed words. Choose, or number 3, choose the right option or circle the right alternatives. And here the students are provided with 3 options or 3 alternatives. So let me start with the first language task. Fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks. To deal with this activity, first all the students should read the words in the box and classify them as parts of speech, whether they are verbs, nouns, adjectives, adverbs, preposition, etc. So first of all, you have to read the whole paragraph to understand the gist, and to look for each sentence what does it need, or whether it needs an adjective, a verb, a modal, a preposition, etc. Okay, first let me read the paragraph or the suggested language activity. Fill in the blanks with 6 words from the box. So first I read the words in the box. Spectacular, ought, round, up, 5-star, should, both. Okay, so the first thing is to classify these words. So we have spectacular is an adjective. Ought or ought to, so it's a modal auxiliary verb, and you know it expresses an obligation, a duty, or an advice. Around, so it's a preposition. Around, it can be an adjective, an adverb, or it can be a preposition like around. Up is an adverb. 5-star is an adjective. Should, so it's also a modal auxiliary verb. It expresses obligation, duty, and advice. And then we have both. It can be a pronoun, an adjective, or an adverb. So let me read the whole paragraph to understand the gist. or the whole meaning of the paragraph. Do you need a break from the cold? Try this destination for some welcome winter warmth. Spend this December in blank luxury in Dubai, where holidays offers endless shopping, sightseeing, eating and sunbathing opportunities all year, blank and full stop. Dubai has much to offer and is reputed to be the world's fastest growing city. Dubai has much to offer and is reputed to be the world's fastest growing city. So with glittering sky, skyscrapers and azure beaches, it's great for blank thrill seekers and beach lovers. Full stop. December temperatures reach an average of 26 degrees with blank to 8 hours of sunshine expected. When you are tired of soaking up the sun, try a desert safari over the vast dunes or book a hot air balloon trip to experience blank views of the desert. Culture lovers blank visit El Fehdi Fort, the oldest existing building in the city, where the Dubai Museum offers a fascinating peek into Dubai's culture and history. So here the paragraph is about spending your holiday in Dubai. Okay, so take your time and fill in the blanks with the right words. So I read again. Do you need a break from the cold? Try this destination for some welcome winter warmth. Spend this December in luxury in Dubai, where holidays offer endless shopping, sightseeing, eating and sunbathing opportunities all year, blank, full stop. Dubai has much to offer and is reputed to be the world's fastest growing city, with glittering sky skyscrapers and azure beaches. It's great for blank thrill seekers and beach lovers. December temperatures reach an average of 26 degrees with blank to 8 hours of sunshine expected. When you are tired of soaking up the sun, try a desert safari over the vast dune or book a hot air balloon trip to experience blank views of the desert. Culture lovers blank visit El Fehdi Fort, the oldest existing building in the city, where the Dubai Museum offers a fascinating peek into Dubai's culture and history. Okay, let's now answer and put the words in the right blank. Do you need a break for the cold? Try this destination for some welcome winter warmth. Spend this December in, so blank, luxury. And luxury, it means a comfortable place or a comfortable hotel in a 5-star luxury. Luxury is a noun, so we need an adjective before it to define it. So 5-star luxury. I mean 5-star comfortable hotel in Dubai, where holidays offer endless shopping, sightseeing, eating, and sun bathing opportunities all year round. All year round, it means along the year. And here we need a preposition. Dubai has much to offer and is reputed to be the world's fastest growing city. With glittering skyscrapers and azure beaches, it's great for blank thrill seekers and beach lovers. So here the word or the right word is both. It means the two, thrill seekers and beach lovers. December temperature reach an average of 26 degrees with up to 8 hours of sunshine. So here we need an adverb with up to 8 hours and of sunshine expected. When you are tired of soaking up the sun, try a desert safari over the vast dune, or book a hot air balloon trip to experience spectacular views. Views, a noun, plural noun, so we need an adjective, and spectacular is the adjective. So spectacular views, marvelous, extraordinary views, wonderful views, etc. Culture lovers visit, so we have a blank, visit El Faydi. So here we need a modal or a modal auxiliary verb. Lovers should visit El Faydi fort, the oldest existing building in the city, where the Dubai Museum offer a fascinating peek into Dubai's culture and history. Okay, so this is for the first language task. So for the second language task, we are going to do the same thing as we did with the first task. I mean, we have to read the whole paragraph in order to get the main idea of the paragraph, and then we have to answer the question, which is to put the bracketed words in the right tense or form. So let me read the whole paragraph first. The next time you fly, your pilot might be a robot. Researchers at the Korean Advanced Institute of Sciences and Technology, between brackets the word develop, a blank, a robot that can fly a plane all by itself. Their pilot robot, called Pivot, can turn on the engine, take off, land, and navigate. Full stop. The, between parentheses, match, a blank, impressive aspect of Pivot is that it does not require any modification to a standard airplane in order to fly it. It is capable of operating the wheel and all the switches and levers in a, between parentheses, type airplane cockpit. This ability to fly a standard airplane gives Pivot an advantage over other types of autonomous flying technology, which require custom aircrafts or expensive changes to existing aircraft to function. Full stop. Currently, Pivot can land the plane, between parentheses, success, about 80% of the time, which, between parentheses, be high for a robot, but probably not good for real, between parentheses, fly, full stop. The researchers hope that Pivot be used to fly planes in dangerous areas and eventually to replace human pilots altogether. So the paragraph is finished, and you have to put the words between brackets in the right tense or form. So take your time, and then we have to answer. Okay, let's read again and put the words between brackets in the right tense or form. The next time you fly, your pilot might be a robot. Researchers at the Korea Advanced Institute of Sciences and Technology, between parentheses, develop a robot that can fly a plane all by itself. So here the right answer is researchers at the Korea Advanced Institute of Sciences and Technology have developed a robot that can fly a plane all by itself. So here the tense is the present perfect, which is have or has plus past participle. That expresses an action that took place in the past and continues till the present. Second sentence, their pilot robot called P-Bot can turn on the engine, take off, land, and navigate. Full stop. The much, between parentheses, impressive aspect of P-Bot is that it does not require any modification to a standard airplane in order to fly it. So we have the use of the blank, and then we have an adjective impressive. So the word between parentheses is much. So here the right answer is the most impressive aspect of P-Bot. So here the form is superlative, or the superlative form, and the superlative form. So here we can talk about two different adjectives, whether short adjective or long adjective. So when we have a short adjective, we use the plus short adjective plus est, and here I give an example. I say he is the youngest, he is the oldest. And if we have a long adjective, so we use the most or the least plus long adjective. And since impressive is a long adjective, so here the right answer is the most impressive aspect of BPOT is that it does not require any modification to a standard airplane in order to fly it. It's capable of operating the wheel and all the switches and levers in a blank, between parentheses, the word type, airplane, cockpit. So here, airplane is a noun, and before a noun we need an adjective, and the adjective from type is typical, in a typical airplane cockpit. This ability to fly a standard airplane gives PBOT an advantage over other types of autonomous flying technology, which require custom aircraft or expensive changes to existing aircraft to function. Currently, BPOT can land the plane, between parentheses, success, about 80% of the time. So here we can ask a question: how does, or how can BPOT land the plane? And the answer will be BPOT can land the plane successfully about 80% of the time. So successfully is an adverb, so it's how, the manner. So BPOT can land the plane successfully about 80% of the time, which, between parentheses, be high for a robot, but probably not good enough. So which is high for a robot, and here we use the simple present. The simple present is high for a robot, but probably not good for real. Real is an adjective, and after an adjective we need a noun. Between parentheses we have the word fly, so the right answer is for real flights. The researchers hope that PBOT could be used to fly planes in dangerous areas and eventually to replace human pilots altogether. Okay, so good evening again, and you are welcome to With the Back student program broadcasted in English language on the waves of Tataouine Radio, Desert Brides. So let's carry on a new type of language tasks. Number 3, choose the right alternative. So we are going to do as we did with both paragraphs or both language tasks, did with the first 2 language tasks. Now the third question is choose the right alternatives. First, let me read the whole paragraph, and here we have 3 alternatives, so you are provided with the 3 alternatives in each blank. I read the paragraph. Céline Dion relationship to her late husband dates back to when she was just the first option, 12 years old girl. Number 2, 12-year-old girl. And number 3, year-old 12 girl. And do not forget that between 12 and year we have a hyphen. At the time, Dion and her family, the alternatives, had sent have sent and has sent a recording of her first song. Ce n'était qu'un rêve. It was only but a dream. To Angelil, the alternatives, which, whom, who. I repeat, which, whom, and who was a successful producer in Canada. Full stop. After hearing the recording, Angelil brought Dion in between parentheses, or the three alternatives, sang, to sing for him in persons. Full stop. The rest of the course is history. We have been working together since that time, Dion said in 1995. Angelil, who, between parentheses, sold, mortgaged, borrowed his own home to launch Dion's career, managed his future wife for about 5 years before they started. The alternative, developing, development, feelings for one another. Maybe at 17, 18 years old, my feeling started to change. The alternatives, about, to, for him. Dion told Access Hollywood in 2013. I kind of showing him differently. They began dating where, when, why. Dion was 19. Angelil, meanwhile, was 45. I repeat the whole paragraph. Listen, please. Celine Dion's relationship to her late husband dates back to when she was a 12 years old girl, 12-year-old girl, or year-old 12 girl. So here it's a compound adjectives, and the right options is 12-year-old girl. So here we have a number, hyphen, plus a singular noun, 12-year-old girl. At the time, Dion and her family had sent, have sent, has sent a recording of her first song. Ce n'était qu'un rêve. It was only but a dream. So here we have has, had, sent is the past perfect, and we know that the past perfect is made of had plus past participle. Have sent is present perfect, have or has plus past participle. And then, since we are talking about actions that took place in the past and finished in the past. So the best choice is to use the past perfect. I read, Dion and her family had sent a recording of her first song, It Was Only But a Dream, to Angelil, whom was a successful producer in Canada. So which, who, and whom are relative pronouns, but each word is related to whether to a person or a thing. So we have which is a relative pronoun used for a thing, who is for a person, and whom is for a person too. But what difference between who and whom? Who is used for a subject and whom is used for an object. Dion and her family had sent a recording of her first song, It Was Only But a Dream, to Angelil, who was a successful producer in Canada. And Angelil is a subject, that's why we choose who was a successful producer in Canada. After hearing the recording, Angelil brought Dion in alternatives sing, sang, to sing. Sing is infinitive without to. Sang is the past of the verb to sing, and to sing is the infinitive here. So Angelil brought Dion for him in person. So what is his purpose? His purpose is to sing for him in person. The rest of course is history. We have been working together since that time, Dion said in 1995. Angelil, who sold, mortgaged, borrowed his own home to launch Dion's career. So here we have three past verbs: sold, mortgaged, and borrowed. So the meaning here is mortgaged. So who mortgaged his own home to launch Dion's career. And let me explain. So let me explain what does it mean to mortgage. Is to give a bank or a society the right to own one's house in return for a money, a grant, or a loan. So Angelil, who mortgaged his own home to launch Dion's career, managed his future wife for about 5 years before they started developing, and development. So here we have they started, and we know before verbs like started we have ing form. I mean start plus verb plus ing. So the right answer is they started developing feelings for one another. Maybe at 17, 18 years old, my feelings started to change about to for him. So we have a preposition here, about, to, and for. Maybe at 17, 18 years old, my feelings started to chance to him. Dion told Access Hollywood in 2013, I am kind of seeing him differently. They began dating where, when, why. Dion was 19, Anjanil meanwhile was 45. They began dating when Dion was 19, and here we indicate the time, and Anjanil meanwhile was 45. Okay, so I stop here. Thank you very much, and until we meet again in a new session and another English language tasks. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for efforts, and goodbye.